So was it nice to see them turn it on when you had to there?
I don't know. I didn't. I can't sit here and say they turned it on. I would just say we got finally two past Miller at a very opportunistic time. Again, we had. I can't remember. I don't know if we ended up with 40 shots. Some grade A chances that I thought Miller was outstanding in the game. And you got to give them a ton of credit because they hung around, they did what they had to do, and they had the lead with under 6 to go. And so it's just those shots at the end went in for us, and they weren't going in the first 54 minutes.
Maybe a better way to phrase it is nice to see them not get frustrated with the way it develops.
Again, they've kind of had this ability to turn the page, just as they did when we had the own goal the other night. And that was a big thing on the bench was, okay, they got one, we got to get the next one. And it was, again, it was big-time players making big-time plays when we needed them. And that pass down remains to Marty, and then the kids went to work, and that was just a 100% blue-collar work ethic goal, and they deserved every ounce of that. It was great to see.
What did you see from Palat as he's developed? And was it nice for him to get rewarded there?
Again, I've had the pleasure of coaching Ondrees for coming on 3 years now, and he's one of those guys. Unless you're behind the bench to see what he does for you, he kind of goes unnoticed all the time. And I think these last 3 games we've played, it'd be really hard to argue me out of saying he's been the best player in the ice for us.
What are some of the things he does that we probably
He does, again, he's doing almost everything but give the kid a cape. He plays D, he can set guys up, he controls the puck, he's got patience and poise. You see, I don't know if you remember, but the 2 guys went to shoulder each other, and he really got the better end of, he can play physical. I think the one big thing for him and players like him, 3 years ago he was a scrawny little kid, and he's gone to pro hockey, lived in the gym, and now he's got the body of a man, and he can stand the rigors of playing big boy hockey, and he's just extremely dependable. You don't really, it's one of those things when he makes a mistake, you're almost shocked that it happened, and it doesn't happen very often.
So in that sense, how nice was it to see him get rewarded at the end with a winner?
Again, that's Palat. And he usually he's dishing that to somebody, or somebody else on his line's getting it, and he's getting that unnoticed assist. And it was great to see. It was great to see him get the winner, and it was great to see when you go in the room after the game, and we don't know who picks the stars or how that gets chosen. You're always just waiting for the last guy to walk into the room, and it was number 18, and I was fired up to see that.
Is this the kind of game that the teams find a way to win?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Are we a good team? I don't know. I'd say we're a resilient team. We work hard. We stay in most every game, and for right now, they're finding ways to win the close ones. And regardless of who they're playing, they don't, not getting rattled. It's not happening to this team. And when you have that, you kind of got that quiet calm that they've got the confidence of coming back. You like that in your team. Now we just have to start playing some more games where we actually have the lead and we can keep the lead. But I'm just finding in this league, it's just you can't take a night off. Doesn't matter. Teams are too good. And as I said earlier today, the second you start looking at the standings, it's going to bite you in the butt. And I don't think we did that tonight. I thought we played pretty well. We were up against a team that played hard and a goaltender that was outstanding, and we obviously needed every goal we scored to pull this one out.
What did you learn about your team in this homestand?
Excuse me?
What did you learn about your team in this homestand?
What did I learn? Well, they came to work every day with a purpose, and we lost. Who did we lose to? Pittsburgh and Boston. And the Pittsburgh one, I think we grew up a lot in that one. That was kind of a game that we probably let emotions get the best of us a little bit, and then I think we learned a little bit in the Boston game of how hard we have to play. We're not good enough to take a night off and think we're going to beat somebody. And every time we've been down, we've responded. So we didn't respond and win the Boston game, but we responded by beating Chicago the next game. We found a way to come back. We found a way to hold leads, and I'm just really pleased with everything these guys have, the effort they've given. And I know it's only 10 games, but hopefully, they just continue to buy into what we're selling and keep the work ethic going. It should be fun.
Good, thanks.